Hey besties, hi, I'm coming to you as a big sister or as a little sister, right? So hey besties, hi, my name is Shanko Mahani and I'm an LLB graduate. I'm also a content creator, guys. If you're new, hi, welcome, and I hope you enjoy my content. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here once again, right? I'm sure you read the title, so let me not even waste any of your time, guys, okay? So I'll be telling you guys how to secure articles. Disclaimer, I do not offer legal advice. If you want legal advice, please do consult with admitted attorneys, pay their legal fees, right? I'm just a candidate attorney, right? But if you do need legal advice, you can actually get in touch with me, and then I'll help you get in touch with my principal. But then disclaimer, I do not offer legal advice, right? So on today's video I've got 12, right? Not 10, not 11, but 12 tips on how to secure articles of clerkships, right? Another disclaimer, guys, this is not scientifically proven, right? So basically this is my thoughts, right? This is not scientifically proven, so it may work or it may not work, okay? I will not be held accountable, okay? So tip number one, I'll say that if you want to secure your articles, right, you are unemployed, you're an LLB graduate out there, you don't know how to start, you just graduated, right? And then you're asking yourself, how will I secure articles, right, in 2026? So I've written some tips here, and then I'll say that number one is to make sure that you update your CV, right? Make sure that you update your CV, okay? Because imagine the first thing that they're gonna see is your CV, right? The first thing that your principal is gonna see is your CV, okay? So if you have to pay for CV revamps, please do that, okay? Please do that, okay? You can just pay once for CV revamps and then you're done, and then the next time you can just look at the template and then you can do your own CV, right? But then definitely make sure that your CV is updated, right, at all times, please, okay? Because your CV is the one that speaks for you before you even go to that interview, right? So please, if you have to pay for CV revamps, please do so, okay? Make sure that your CV is updated, okay? And make sure that your references, you tell them that, okay, I'm putting you guys as reference, so that when they are contacted, they know that, oh, okay, I'm reference for Chanduko Mahani, right? So that they don't get surprised when they're being called, right? So that is tip number one. Make sure that you update your CV before applying for articles, right? And then I'll say tip number two, make sure that you have excellent academic record, guys, okay? An excellent academic record, it will also speak for you, right? Even before you go to that interview, guys, okay? Having an excellent academic record, sometimes you don't even have to go to an interview because they're already impressed by your CV, by your marks, okay? So make sure that your CV is updated, your academic record will speak for you, guys, okay? So that was tip number one. And tip number two, okay, and then I'll say tip number three is to do vacation work, okay? I know that when it's June, you guys will have about 1 month, so please use that 1 month wisely, okay? Wherever you're staying, right, I'm sure there are law firms, right? So go to them, talk to them, do like one week or 2 weeks of vacation work, okay? And then trust me, it will come in handy because number one, you already have experience. Number two, you already have references, okay? It's 2 in 1. References plus practical work, right? So make sure that when you have time, go ask for vacational work, right? Even in December before they close, right? After you're done with your final exams, go to them, ask them, right? I'm sure that they won't mind. If they do mind, find another law firm, they'll take you, okay? So tip number three, do vacation work if you can, okay? For reference papers and for practical work. Trust me, it will work in your favor. And then also, I'll say tip number four, right? It is to join mentorship programs, right? I recently saw a mentorship program on Women in Law on Instagram, right? There's this program called Women in Law, okay? I follow them on Instagram, okay? I'm sure they're also there on LinkedIn. So please join mentorship program, okay? Women in Law, follow them, okay? They recently posted that they're taking LLB graduates, they want to mentor them, and also LLB students, they want to mentor them. But then unfortunately it closed, right? It closed this December, right? But then Follow them so that you can see the updates, right? Follow women in law. I'll actually put it in my screen, right? It's women in law. Follow them on LinkedIn, follow them on Instagram. I'm sure they're there on Facebook, I'm not sure. And then number 2, there's this program called Sivuyile, right? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, right? But then Sivuyile, right? This mentorship, it also helps you with your CV revamps, with your interviews. They also help you to get vacation work. They also help you to do mood courts. Okay, they actually coach you to be ready for when you actually do get your articles. Okay, so definitely check them out. I'll also write it on the screen there, right? Sivuyile. Okay, I'll definitely insert it on my screen, right? Sorry about that. And then I'll say number 3, it is employ a lawyer, guys. Employ a lawyer, okay? Employ a lawyer. The guy behind Employ a Lawyer, right? He posts job posts every week. There's no way that you'll go to Employ a Lawyer and then you won't find new post. There's no way. Whenever you go to Employ a Lawyer, there's a new post whereby a law firm is looking for a graduate, or they're looking for vacation work, or they're looking for a mentorship program. There's no way. I refuse. So if you follow Employ a Lawyer, and the good thing about Employ a Lawyer is that they're there on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, right? So please check them out. Employ a Lawyer, okay? I remember while I was looking for articles, right? I used to check Employ a Lawyer almost every day. And I'm telling you guys, each and every day when I go there, there'll be a new post. That's how that guy is, right? So please, guy, employ a lawyer. I'll also write it on the screen there, right? Employ a lawyer. Check them out, right? And then tip number 5, I'll say that do door-to-door, right? Do door-to-door, okay? That's how I got my articles of clerkships, right? I did do door-to-door, and then I was actually successful, right? So do door-to-door. Make sure that you dress professionally, so which is black and white, okay, so that they can take you serious, okay? So when you go do your door-to-door, arrive early, wear black and white. Trust me, it will earn you good points, right? So definitely, I don't even know why people sleep on door-to-door. I don't even understand why. Please, guys, do not sleep on door-to-door. That's how I got my articles, right? I'm a testimony of door-to-door, okay? It works. Trust me, use me as a reference. Chaluka Mahan, she got her articles through door-to-door. It works. Trust me. And then I'll say apply for the big law firms, right? If you want to work for the big law firms, which is tip number 6, right? Make sure that you apply early, guys, okay? One thing I love about the big law firm is that it pays very well, guys. It pays very, very well. I'm not sure how much they're paying, but then I'm definitely sure that it's paying about more than 20,000, right? They pay very well, guys. And the good part about it is that they actually retain you when you're done with your articles. So please check the big 5 law firms, right? Apply early. If you're in your 2nd year, apply. If you're in your 3rd year, apply. Even if you're in your 4th year, apply. But please make sure that you meet their requirements, right? Because they've got requirements that are very high. So before you apply, make sure that you check the requirements and apply, guys. Trust me. I actually know a few people that went to big law firms, right? And the biggest highlight of them all was the salary. It was the salary. Like, trust me. And another thing, they will actually retain you, okay? So it's a win-win situation. And another thing, you actually rotate, which means that if you're going to rotate, you will actually be able to do different areas of law, right? If you're into competition law, if you're into corporate law, you're going to rotate, right? You'll do corporate law, criminal law, civil law, family law. That's how you're going to find how you're interested, what area of law you want to specialize in, right? Rather than not rotating, staying in one place, right? So yeah. And then I'll say number 7 is to have a LinkedIn profile, guys. Have a LinkedIn profile. If you're watching this video, it means that you have a smartphone. So go and download LinkedIn, guys. Please go download LinkedIn, update your LinkedIn profile. Tell people that you're looking for articles, right? Don't be shy, guys. You are unemployed and you want a job, right? Go download your LinkedIn profile. Tell people that, hey, I'm an LLB graduate. I'm looking for articles. Post. I remember after I graduated, I actually posted like, hey, I'm unemployed, right? I'm looking for articles. Hey, what's happening? So please, guys, make sure that you post on your LinkedIn. Do not undermine LinkedIn, guys. It actually works. Okay, have a LinkedIn profile. Post daily. Whenever there's something that is happening career-wise, please post it there. If you receive certificates, post it there. When you're done doing your driver's license, post it there. You know, just make sure that your LinkedIn profile is updated at all times, okay? And then also number 8, have a Liply account. Is it Liply or Liply? I don't know. Have a Liply account or a Liply account. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but then I'll write it on the screen. Have a Liply or a Liply account, right? And always update your Liply account, right? I actually have one. I make sure that I update it each and every month, right? I update it, you know, I post my professional pictures, I'll update it, and then I'll actually check, like, oh, okay, what's happening? Is there bursary that's available? Is there job posts that I might be interested in? So yeah, I have a LinkedIn profile. It's actually there on my YouTube channel. I linked it. Me linking my LinkedIn profile is not because I want you guys to see me, no. I linked it so that I can actually get noticed by future employers, right? So please make sure that you have a LinkedIn profile, do your Liply account, update it at all times, check for bursaries, for posts, for internships. Trust me, guys, it works, okay? And then we are going to number 9. I'll say that join Facebook groups, right? There are a lot of Facebook groups that are hiring, guys, okay? There's also Telegram, right? Join Telegram. If you have TikTok, right, use TikTok to your advantage, guys. Use TikTok to your advantage. There is also a Wake Talk, right? TikTok and Wake Talk. Okay, so if you have a TikTok account, you're on TikTok, just search Wake Talk, okay? There will be low careers there. Okay, when I'm on TikTok, I do search like, okay, low vacancies, they'll come out. Okay, this company is hiring, this company is hiring. So if you have TikTok, please use it to your advantage. Okay, search for those posts, you'll find it. Okay, if you have Facebook, just search low vacancies. The groups will come there, they will pop up, and then just join low vacancies. Okay, join, you will see. And then if you have a Telegram account, also join. Ask others on Facebook to send you guys links. I also have a Telegram account. Okay, join Telegram, guys. We are not on Telegram because we want to be on Telegram. No. We are on Telegram because we want to stay updated about the job post. Okay, we want to be seen. We want to see what's happening, you know, with employment. You know, we want to see what's happening with internships, bursary. So please, you have a smartphone, download LinkedIn, download Liply, download Facebook, join Facebook groups. Okay, join Telegram groups. You won't regret it, guys. Oh, and another thing, right, that I used to check, it was Puff and Pass, right? Puff and Pass. Just type Puff and Pass on Google, right? And then you'll see the job post, right? There's Puff and Pass on Google. Search it, it will pop up, and then you will search your area, the job that you're interested in, right? You are looking for articles, right? Let's say you stay in Mpumalanga, you will do Mpumalanga, then Mpumalanga law firms will actually pop in, and then you'll apply there, right? On Puff and Pass, right? I'll just put it on my screen there, right? And then there's also this group called Sivuya Nalanga, right? Sivuya Nalanga, right? I'll actually write it on the screen there. Sivuya Nalanga, right? They're actually there on WhatsApp, Sivuya Nalanga. They're there on LinkedIn. They're also there on YouTube too, right? They actually post vacancies, right? Sivuya Nalanga, Puff and Pass, and also there's this guy, right, on LinkedIn. I'm not sure how his name is pronounced, but his name is Tabiso Sifara, right? Tabiso Sifara, okay, that guy, he posts low vacancies all the time, right? He posts low vacancies almost every time, right? Tabiso Sifara, right? I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing his names correctly. If I'm not, apologies to you. But then yeah, I'll write his names there, Tabiso Sifara. Check him out on LinkedIn, right? He posts job posts, right? And then I'll also say that Number 10, we have SASITA funding, guys. We have SASITA funding. I'm sure you know about the SASITA funding by now, okay? But then unfortunately, it's closed. I'm not sure when they're going to open their funding, but then please check them out on social media, SASITA funding. I'm sure by next year, February, March, April, it will be open. So with SASITA funding, right, it gives you 7,000, right? And then with the 7,000, right, you're gonna be funded, right? So basically, your principal will not pay you, right? You will be paid by the SASITA funding, right? So what happens is when SASITA opens, right, you'll go to one law firm and then you're gonna ask them like, hey, can I come and do my articles here? Then they'll be like, okay, cool. And then they will fill out those forms, right? And then you apply. And then when you're successful, you're gonna go back to that law firm and then you're gonna save your articles there. And then who's gonna pay you? SASITA is gonna pay you, right? So basically your principal will not pay you, but SASITA will pay you 7,000, right? I'm not sure if they've increased their stipend, but then last time I checked, it was 7,000 rand, right? So it's a win-win situation because remember, some law firms do not afford candidate attorneys, right? They do want to take you guys, but then they cannot afford you, okay? So if you have funding, why not? You know, if you have funding, why not? So please guys, definitely check out SASITA funding. Go and approach law firms, ask them, right? So that they can be your principals, and then if it all goes well for you, voila, you have 7K, you have articles. It's a win-win situation, guys. And then I'll say number 11, right? Please make sure that you do cover letters, right? That is tailor-made for that particular law firm, guys. This is what I actually do. This is what I actually did while I was applying for my articles, while I was doing door-to-door, right? I actually had my CVs and then I had a cover letter there, right? That cover letter, I'll just write, hey, my name is Chanko Mahani, I'm 26 years of age, right? I'm looking for articles, you know, this is what I can offer you, right? This is what I'm willing to learn, I'm open to learn, you know. This is my area of law that I want to specialize in, you know. Just a cover letter, you know, telling a bit about yourself, you know, your area of law that you want to specialize in, you know, what have you done? Have you done moot courts? You know, do you have work experience? You know, have you done vocational work? You know, just summarize there, you know, a cute cover letter, right? With headings, you know, a subject heading, you know, your details, right? Your email address. You know, I was actually helping these are the law graduate now in December, right? I was helping her on how to apply for law firms, right? I was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, yeah, make sure that when you apply, include a cover letter, right? So I was actually showing her a template of how law firms will want their cover letter to be, right? So definitely check it out on Google, right? And also I don't mind if you want me to help you with your cover letters, right? So definitely holler me and then I'll definitely help you out. I really don't mind helping you out, right? It is just a cover letter and it's just one template. So if I can do one template for you, you're definitely gonna use it for other job posts, right? It's just one template, right? And then you just update it, then you will tailor-made it to that particular law firm, right? If you're applying to Mahani attorneys, it means that you're gonna tailor-made it to Mahani attorneys, right? Mahani attorneys, okay, Mahani, this is what I want, this is what I'm looking forward to, you know, when I go to your firm. And then when you go to Chanduko attorneys, you're going to be like, okay, Chanduko attorneys, this is what I'm looking forward to, this is my area of specialty, I'm actually willing to learn this, blah 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 blah, right? So you just change here and there. So I really don't mind. If you want me to assist you with the template, holler me. There's my details there, there's my Instagram there, TikTok there, you know, there's my LinkedIn profile there. So I really do not mind, guys. I really don't mind. Oh, okay. And then I'll say number 12, guys. This is the last one, right? Make sure that you attend court, right? Make sure that you attend court, you know. There's a reason why I'm saying this. And it's because I know two candidate attorneys, right, that actually got the articles through attending court, right? They were like, oh, okay, let us go and attend court. And they actually had their CVs, right? So when they attended court, 1 p.m., it's lunchtime, right? They went and approached attorneys. They were like, hey, we're looking for articles. This is our CV. They handed out CVs during lunchtime. And guess what? Those two, they were from UJ, right? They ended up landing articles just like that, you know. So make sure that you attend court. You are unemployed, right? It's gonna be January. Go and attend court, but make sure that you have your CV with you. Just print out at least 5 CV with your cover letter, with your qualifications there, and then when it's 1 p.m., go to that attorney that is rushing. Like, hey, can I talk to you just for 1 minute? You know, I'm an LLB graduate. I'm looking for articles. This is my CV. You're done. Just 1 minute, you're done. Okay, because it's proven, right? 2 individuals that I know, they got the articles through attending courts, right? They were attending courts with their CVs, then boom. That principal was like, yeah, come and start tomorrow, just like that. You know, that principal was looking for candidate attorneys, but then they didn't advertise that they're looking for candidate attorneys, right? Some law firms do not advertise that they're looking for candidate attorneys. So if you do your door-to-door, you'll find that boom, they're looking for candidates, but then they didn't advertise. Who knows, it might be a lucky day. Boom, you're looking for articles, you attended court, right? You are dressing up in professionally, so black and white. Then boom, they'll look at you like, damn, okay, it's Shanuko Mahani, she looks good. You know, she's dressed up professionally, so okay, this is a CV. I've actually met her in real life, so I actually know how she looks like. You know, we spoke, so I think I know what I can expect from her. Then boom, you know, who knows, they might not even make you do an interview, right? Some law firms do not even do interviews. You never know, guys, so please. And another thing, right, tell everyone that you're looking for articles. I think this is number 13. Tell everybody that you're looking for articles. I know you're out there like, oh, where can I start? Well, tell people that you're looking for articles. When people DM you like, hey, how are you? Like, I'm good, but I'm looking for articles. Do you know anyone that is hiring? Let me tell you guys a story time. I remember when I was looking for articles, right? I'll go to my Facebook, you know, and then I'll search for attorneys. I have a lot of attorneys on my Facebook. I was like, I know this one. I'll search for them and then I'll actually DM them. Okay, that's how brave I was. Like, hey, hi, my name is Shanuko Mahani. I'm looking for articles. Are you hiring? They will respond like, unfortunately, we're not hiring, but if I find someone that is hiring, I'll tell you. And sometimes they will not respond. You know, but then you never know. Just try, guys. I know that you have people that you're following on Facebook. Just go to their inbox like, hey, I'm looking for articles. Are you looking for someone? You never know. They might be like, I have a friend that was looking for someone. Then boom, sometimes they're gonna ignore you, but it's okay. I mean, I was ignored too. Like, I sent a lot of DMs to people that I was following on Instagram. 50% of them, they just ignored me. 50% of them, they're like, okay, we'll tell you when you hear something. You know, you've got nothing to lose, besties. You've got nothing to lose, okay? And make sure that you tell everyone that you're looking for a job, you know. Post on your WhatsApp status that you're looking for a job. If they know someone, they will update you, those people, right? They will tell you, you know. Because I remember when I was looking for articles, people would send me job posts, you know why? Because I was actually telling them that, hey, I'm looking for a job, you know. They'll recommend me to jobs. Like some of the jobs that I got previously, so they were through recommendations, right? They were like, oh, I know Chanduko. Then boom, I'll get a 3-month job, you know, a 6-month job. So come on, bestie, let's do this, right? You just graduated, you're unemployed, you don't know what to do. So how about you try all these tips, all these 13 tips that I shared, see how it will work out for you. I mean, you've got nothing to lose, besties. But remember, these tips, they are not scientifically proven, right? Disclaimer, this is just my thoughts, okay? This is not scientifically proven, right? And another disclaimer, I do not offer legal advice. If you want legal advice, reach out to an admitted attorney, an advocate, pay their legal fees, and then they'll help you, right? We do not do legal advices, guys. I actually get a lot of DMs where people, they'll be like, hey, I need legal advice. No, that's not how it works. Go and approach an attorney or an advocate, pay their fees, and then they'll assist you, okay? And then yeah, if I'm forgetting something, please comment on the comment section. Tell us how you think this law LLB graduates will be assisted, right? I know you're out there, you're watching as an attorney. I know you're out there, you're watching as a principal, you know. I know you're out there, you're watching as an advocate, you know. I know that the advocates watching out there, right? There are attorneys that are watching. So please comment on the comment section. Tell us, how can this LLB graduate secure articles, right? If you're watching as an attorney, right, what are you looking forward to when you hire a candidate attorney, right? You are a principal out there, and then you're like, oh, okay, in 2 years time I'll be hiring. So please tell us on the comment section, what are you looking for in a candidate attorney? How must they present themselves? You know, what are the qualities that they must have? What are the strengths that they must have? I'm sure it will come in handy, guys. And then yeah, if you know someone that is hiring, or if you're hiring, comment on the comment section. Who knows, maybe someone might be lucky, guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know that I'm speaking in a rush, but then hey guys. So yeah guys, make sure that you follow me on my social handles. They're there on the description box, guys. Follow me, and then yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys, thank you for watching.